morning, you wonderful bunch of people. Today, well, it's a Saturday today, so I've got MOTs. I've got MOTs going on. I've got MOTs out my ear holes. I've got to go and get this car MOT'd, and then after that, I've got a retest to go and do on the camper van, on the motorhome. It's a tricky one. Is it a camper van or is it a motorhome? Some people say that it's a motorhome, but I always thought motorhome was the American word for a camper van. They say, oh, I've got to go in the motorhome. So that's what I always thought it was. So I don't call it a motorhome. I call it a camper van because, well, that's just why I grew up being thought that the English name for something like that was a camper van. But I suppose, you know, it seems to be that the camper van is the smaller version that looks like a van, and a motorhome is the bigger version that's got like the actual home on the back, like my one has, you know, not like, it doesn't look like a van, does it? It looks like one, a motorhome. I don't know, is it a motorhome, is it a camper van? I know in America you lot call them RVs, didn't you? But I always thought an RV was the really big versions, like the big fuckers, you know, the big ones, like the Winnebagos, the large ones, you know. But, you know, it is what it is. Put in the comments what you call them and what you think they should be called. And if you're in a different country, what do you call them in your country? Anyway, I'm off to go and get this car MOT'd. Should be alright, I hope. I've got to do a little bit of work on this car coming up. It needs a service coming up very soon. The computer's telling me it's got to be within 30 days, the service and inspection, so I'll do that at some point. I reset the computer last time I done it, and a year's gone past since then. So, yeah, I have to do that. Plus, I got a bit of a rattle on the engine somewhere on this car. I've got a funny feeling they might say I need a new tyre at the MOT, but we'll sort that out. Hopefully, he won't say I need a new tyre, and I can get another year out of this tyre. Hopefully, that'll be the bonus. If I can get another year out of these tyres, that'll help me out massively. But anyway, we'll see. And then off we go to the camper van. I might have to have a walk if I've got to leave it there. But it's just a retest on the handbrake because the handbrake didn't work. So anyway, back in a bit, you lot. Well, there we go. That was a result. Now it's time to go and get the other one done. Lovely. Well, here we go. Let's go and see if we're going to get it to pass this time or not. I ain't started this up for about 2 weeks. So how long it takes to start. Blimey. That started up quick. Weren't expecting that. Lovely jubbly. Let's do the old handbrake, it's already off. 1, 2, 3. I reckon that'll be enough. I reckon that'll be perfect. Well, I'm half an hour early again, but there was nowhere to park. It was all full up. I think they've got someone in the bay now, so I've just found this little back road to park in. Wait half an hour, or thereabouts half an hour anyway. That's alright. Means that the old Talbot gets to be out a little bit longer. I'll tell you what I've done. I've tightened the brakes up a little bit too tight, to be honest. It's on ever so slightly all the time. But it's nothing bad. You can just feel it. It doesn't quite roll. You can feel it. The brakes are on ever so slightly all the time. But as long as they think that it's 16% of the weight of the vehicle, which is what a handbrake has to be. But I think we'll be all right. I'll just slacken it off later. Well, you lot, you might have guessed by now, it didn't go that well. So the handbrake still isn't good enough, alright? The left one is nearly no input whatsoever. The right wheel is a very good input, but the left one nearly none. I did free it up, as I told you. I oiled it up, I got it moving, and I thought it was alright. I didn't jack the wheel up and check it or nothing like that. I was trying to bodge it up, alright? I was just trying to get it through the MOT. So I did get it moving, but when we got to the MOT station, it wouldn't move again. It seized up again. So the left wheel's got no movement in it whatsoever, so we're going to have to look at that. But also, 2 more things happened which weren't there before. So I was on the MOT bay, we was talking about the handbrake, and then I said, oh, can we have a look at the headlights? Because the headlights failed because they're left-hand drive headlights, and the beam's going in the wrong direction. And I got these stickers, but I wasn't quite sure on how to stick them on. He said, no problem, we'll have a look now. We opened up the bonnet. We had a little look, we stuck one sticker on, and then all of a sudden the driver's side headlights stopped working. And we didn't know why it stopped working. We put a new bulb in it. For some reason the driver's side headlight won't work. But then all of a sudden it started to spring a bloody water leak. So I got this pipe spraying hot water all over me and the bloody MOT tester bloke. Spraying hot water all over this. So now I've got another problem. I've got a water leak, which means it overheated on the way back, and then I've got a bloody a headlight that won't work, and it ain't the bulb, so it's a wiring issue somewhere. Plus I've got the handbrake, so I've got another 2 problems on top of the handbrake now, that I didn't have before. So I still got a fail on the MOT. So I'm gonna have to go and take the wheel off and have a look at that right now. So, and then after that I've got to find out why the bloody headlight don't work, and then after that I've got to find out why that pipe all of a sudden decided to burst. Yeah. So that was fun. Anyway, Sunday morning now, just gone 7 o'clock. I've only just woken up. I ain't fucking around having breakfast or nothing. I'm straight out here and we're going to have a look at it because I've got to get it sorted. Bloody, this tool bag ain't very good at holding heavy tools. Take off the drum now. Got to take off these 2 little locating lug things. What's things now? Looks like there are 12. To get these off, the drum should come off, but if it doesn't, I'm going to have to use a bit of persuasion. That's not going to come off, that's going to be well stuck on there.
Bucket yesterday on the pathway.
We ain't got your little bucket, you know that, didn't you?
I know. It's harder on grass anyway. Yeah.
second. Alright, so we've got inside the drum, got the pads, or the shoes even, drum shoes. Doesn't even look like they're doing a lot of braking really, does it? But the brakes are okay, they didn't fail, it's just the handbrakes. I'm not going to worry about the brakes. We're going to worry about the handbrake mechanism. That's where the cable goes in. That must be it down there, the little mechanism. Now I just need somebody to pull the handbrake so I can see what it's actually doing. Right, let me go and get someone to pull the handbrake. I have to get Mummy to help me.
He won't like it.
I know she won't, but she's going to have to help. I was thinking about get this done. Don't want to get any penetrating oil on the shoes. Just need to get it on the pads. Eh? Not on the pads, I don't want to get it anywhere. I mean, on here. Are you still doing it? Alright. It's alright, you can't pull it hard enough. I can't see anything with that. Right, let's see then. I've got the drum back on, loosened up all the brakes, hopefully. Got the drum back on. Stick a wheel nut in here. A bit of copper slip on it. A bit stiff, these bolts. Stick a bolt on there. That's a lot easier. Let's get that. And that. Right, so now you can turn that quite easily now. Put the handbrake on and see. Actually, I'm going to tighten that up a couple of clicks as well while I'm under here. give it a little bit of a tighten up. Not that way. Alright. Let's see what happens now. Just put it on. I'm going to see if I can turn it with a bolt. Yeah, not super tight though, just a reasonable thing. Actually, do one click, just out of curiosity.
One.
Alright. I can't move it at all with that anyway.
What, with one?
Yeah. How many clicks does it go comfortably?
2.
Yeah? Alright, let it off, I'll loosen it a bit then. I've done it too tight.
Off now.
Alright, I'm going to loosen it.
Can you turn it alright when it's off?
Hey?
Can you turn it alright when it's off?
Yeah. That shows it's working then if it only goes 2 clicks now.
Yeah.
Right. How many clicks does it go comfortably now?
1, 2, 3.
And that's where it goes really tight.
Well, we'll get one more, that's as far as it will go.
Alright, let it off then. I've got to get it so it can do about 5 clicks, but 3 is where it holds it. Well, that's a good sign anyway then. Ain't it?
Yeah, it must be working then if you can't move it.
Alright, go on.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as far as it'll go.
Alright. Leave it off then.
Just want me to click it to see when it will stop turning, yeah?
Alright. That moves around nicely now. Put it
Right off.
1 click,
1 click,
2 clicks,
2,
3 clicks.
3.
Oh yeah. Well, there's definitely a difference. Whether it'll be enough of a difference, I don't know, but there's definitely a difference. Yeah. I can't move that by hand now at all.
On or off?
Put it off.
Off.
Yeah, that's a big difference there now. There's a big difference now. 2 clicks, that's off, and then 1 click it gets a bit stiffer, 2 it gets stiff, and then 3 it's just, you can't move it at all. So that's good.
Your voice starts feeling like a waiter, scraping my mind against the cheese grater. Before you go, sir, you have to sign a waiver. That's alright, I'm aware of the danger. You wanna get away, you better get in line. Won't go another day of wasting any time. I've got a lot to say, can't hold it in this time. Got no filter, I got no filter. No filter, I got no filter. doing? I've been just fine, living life with the noose, and in my mind, all I hear is music. Watching your mouth move, damn, you look stupid. I feel like everyone's a stranger. Small talk with your narcissistic neighbor. She's real hot, but they said to never date her. Ha, I agree, but you did, and I hate her. You wanna get away? You better get in line. Won't go another day of wasting any time. I've got a lot to say, can't hold it in this time. Got no filter, I got no filter. No filter, I got no filter.
Alright, let's see if the handbrake's any better. Fucking hell. Look at that. That is no good. For fuck's sake, man. That is no good at all. That is terrible. Where's the fucking end of it? It's all just broken off. There's no end. That's why it's been leaking then. Bastards. So now we've got another problem. This little connector here for this pipe, that's split just at the back there, so it's all like corroded away. So I need to get a new pipe for the back and a new pipe. Well, if you can even change this. I'll try and see if I can find a new one. If I can find a new one, and I know I'll be able to change this up. If you can't get new ones, I know that this isn't a replaceable part. I'm going to have to try and patch it up. Not really the best idea. At least I can get to the dipstick now on the gearbox. That's full up. Couldn't get to that before. Right, so I didn't have a lot of luck with the old, a lot of things on that camper. I got the handbrake sorted. I'll explain about the headlight in a minute. But this battery, 6th of the 3rd, 2016, date of purchase, DOP. Seems like a good battery, not got any reason to doubt it, but it's been sitting dormant now for a few months, or more than a few months, over a year. The little green thing on the top is, well, the little thing on top is green, which means it's okay. But I'm going to give it a charge anyway. I'm going to get the old charger out, give it a charge up, and try and keep it alive. I don't want to have to buy a new leisure battery unless I really have to. So. Going to dig out the big charger for this one. The only reason is I haven't used it in a long time. I haven't used this charger for a long old time, so it don't, you know, stuff don't like sitting around not being used. It's not good for anything to sit around not being used, so I use this charger. At least it means it will be on for a few hours, you know. It'll have power going through its capacitors and its transformers and whatnot. That's a positive. And then we get a negative. Well, at least we should do. Somewhere around here. There it is. There's a positive already on. There's a negative. Just for fun, so we test the voltage before we charge it to see what it's actually at. As I say, that is green, so it should be okay, but just for fun, let's test the voltage and see how many volts we've actually got on it before we stick a charge into it. There we go, so we're on now. Put that one on negative, put this one on here, and we've got 12.73 volts. So it's fully charged, really. You don't really need charging, does it? But I suppose it won't harm just to put it on the charger for a little bit, just to get some voltage going through it, I suppose. Might do is I might hook up a radio to it, like a CB, or perhaps a 2-meter radio, and just give it some use, you know. Put a radio on it and use it. There you go, it's taken a few amps anyway. When that goes to 0, I'll just leave it and I'll probably stick a radio on it and give it a bit of use. But anyway, so what happened? So I'll tell you what happened. So, as you saw, them pipes, the more I got into that little water leak that I had, I took that little pipe off and the whole hard pipe had just disintegrated away. There's nothing more of it. And then the one at the back as well was the same. It's all got holes in it and it's all rotten. So I need to get a new pipe for the back, around the back of the engine. It's like a hard pipe. It goes onto the heater matrix and then it goes around onto the bottom of the radiator. I need to get a new little 3-piece thing for the temperature sensor and for the little 2 pipes that come off. Whether I'm going to be able to get those, I don't know. I'm going to have to try and do something because I need to be there. But as far as the headlight goes, there's voltage to it. There's 12 volts going to that headlight, but the bulb is really dim. Even put a brand new bulb on it, it's really dim. So it's obviously something to do with the earth, but I need to try and trace the wires. I haven't got any time for that today, I've got other things to do. But it's just a shame because I'm glad there's voltage to it. I was thinking there's going to be a broken wire somewhere, but there probably still could be on the earth side, but what can you do? But at least I know that there's voltage going to it. I've just got to try and work out what's going on with the earth, or at least the reason why the bulb. Tell me in the comments, you know, why would the bulb be really dim? There's 12 volts to it. The bulb's really dim though, to the point where you can only just about see that it's lighting. So I would imagine it's an earth problem, but we'll find that out. But I've got the handbrake sorted. That's a good thing. I believe I can't drive it to the MOT station to them to look at the handbrake because I can't put the water pipes on because it pisses out water straight away because the bloody pipes have got holes in them. So anyway, I'm off to Coastal Motorhomes website to try and find those pipes. Thanks for watching, you lot. I'll catch you on the next one. The old amperage is going down, which is good, so that won't need a lot of charging. Nice one. Catch you later, you lot.